I'm often asked, what is the best online business to start? Or what is the best YouTube channel to start so that I can sell stuff online? Well, I would like to share with you today what I believe the best business to start is in 2026. How it's completely different to all this other bullshit that we're getting online, all this guru stuff, rah, rah, hustle culture, why it's outdated. I'm going to give you what I believe is the best business to create in 2026 and beyond. And to be fair, in every moment of your life. It's been serving me now for 13 years. You might say, Stephen, why have you got the audacity to share this or to poo-poo all these gurus and bro marketers? Well, we're sick of it, aren't we? We're sick of it. We've had enough of it. There's got to be more out there. Well, there is. There's better out there. We've been living it for years, but we've been too afraid to say it on platforms like this, through video, through content, for fear of what other people will say about us. We want to live it, yet we don't want to not be in their gang. Well, do you know what? Fuck their gang, actually. I don't want to be in their gang. I want to be true to myself. So I want to share a phrase with you, which you can ponder upon for this video. You can follow me as I literally riff what I've got to say and share with you 13 years worth of wisdom and empathy, how it can impact you if you're prepared to maybe make some changes, because the person that got you here isn't the person that's going to take you on to your next step of your journey, because we do have to, dare I say, shift our identity, change, but we don't have to rah it, and we don't have to yay funnel funnel funnel. I shared a video recently, and I've shared some content around it where I switched off a funnel built on Russell Brunson's one funnel away challenge, and it was making me $2,100 a day. Times that by 30, that's the monthly figure. What's that? So we're talking 60 plus $1,000 a month. Just let that settle with you. You might think I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, it didn't align. So what is the best business that you should create in 2026? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to give you the answer after a sip of this tea. And then I'm going to take you on a process of how to actually create it really, really simply without giving up your day job and burning the boats and all that bollocks. We're just going to be honest about it. We're going to have a real conversation, and I'll give you the answer in a second. Now, I was told to do more content like this by you guys. Stephen, we like the tea with Steve, sitting with you vibe, riffing on some ideas. You know what? From a YouTube perspective, it won't get the most views. It won't get all of the accolades, but it will have one particular thing, which I think is the best business strategy in the entire planet: integrity. Integrity. So let that wash over you for a moment. Honesty, real, you, unfiltered. You can put a bit of polish around this. I'm sure I could. I'll probably use some AI features just to click out a few ums and ahs or a few mistakes that I might make. But that'll be it. There's so much content right now which is being built on integrity. People are just turning on their phones and they're just, in the supermarket, and you're seeing them just, on a boat trip or just walking down the road. My whole life was built on walk and talks, sharing content, sharing cliched value, but it always came from a place of honesty and integrity. How do you feel about that? That's my first question to you. How do you feel about building a business, a brand, if you like, or a product or a YouTube channel on integrity? Is that the right way to go? Or should we be copying everyone else and doing what they're doing to make a few quid and then burn it out because you can't sustain it? Let me know in the comments, because I know what you're asking for, or what you're looking for, sorry. Most people come to me and say, how do we do this, Stephen? I've got 100 people in the Heartbrand Blueprint. We've got over 110, 20 something in the Heartbrand Creators Circle. And I get asked these questions quite frequently at the moment. What if I do this thing, Stephen? Because I see right now this is taking off. And with the current climate and the economy and what's going on, all over the planet with different political perspectives. I need to make some short term income. And I completely understand that. But copying someone else's thing, trying to piggyback off them is going to be your quickest way to burnout. Why do I say that? I've been there. I tried to piggyback off that one funnel away challenge, doing it in a way that wasn't, I suppose, wasn't true to me. Yes, the process worked. Oh, there was a lot of broken parts. So we're literally on the phone for hours to ClickFunnels in Idaho, asking questions and trying to fix things. And you know what? We got it working and it was going all right and everything else, but the whole thing just felt off. And when something feels off, it's hard to sustain it. I've been talking to a lot of guys recently, and we're talking about the weight on shoulders and, you know, not being able to talk about things. And that comes with its own challenges, but it's not sustainable. And it's the same thing in business, especially if you're a solopreneur. It's being the person who runs the business, is the marketing department, makes the products, is, decision maker, accountant, all of those things, they are a challenge. And I know a lot of people out there saying, as soon as you make some money, is outsource stuff and get rid of it. And you know what? That advice as a kind of umbrella, I get, but don't outsource the stuff you love. That's the mistake I made. I love creating content and I like editing too. I can get into it and I like to be the creator of something. Last year, I outsourced my editing and it fell off and the business took a dip. And because it wasn't being edited in a way that I wanted it to be, it was being edited in a way to get content out quicker. Now, that's great. And I've emails every single day from video editors who are very competent saying, Stephen, you could get more views if. Well, any video editor watching this right now is you don't slide into someone's inbox or into their DMs and criticize them, basically telling them that they're shit. I know I'm not. I've won deals with big companies. Let me tell you a story quickly. I won a contract with Nissan through my first edited video because my video editor left literally overnight and I had to learn how to edit. I went on YouTube and I Googled searched how to edit on Final Cut Pro and I followed the steps. I still have that 3-hour tutorial saved in my folders and I learned to edit. And I made a 2-minute video and presented it and they loved it. Now in hindsight, that 2-minute video should have been a 1-minute video. But that's how we learn. We learn by doing and we learn by solving problems for ourselves. And if you're a 40-year-old or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 and you're in your second season of life, there is a very simple business to create. And it is steeped in your integrity. You just need permission. And that is what this video is about today, is giving you permission to do the business, to create the channel, to start the thing that feels right for you, is literally in your core, because people need it, people want it, and you have already lived it. And it is a life and business full of integrity. And that's what makes it easier to sustain. It's easier to keep up with it. It's easier to do it on the days you don't feel like doing it. And trust me, I've had plenty of those over these last 3 or 4 months. I've got inflammatory bowel disease. I've been diagnosed with hemochromatosis. I've been ill all over Christmas. There's fatigue kicking in. And it's weird because I can't have iron. Okay, so with hemochromatosis, my iron levels shoot through the roof. For some reason, they've gone completely the other way, but I can't have iron because my hemochromatosis iron levels will shoot through the roof. So my energy is literally down here right now. But it's okay because I've built systems in my business to manage my time and, more importantly, my energy. And I teach the guys, and maybe it's a tip for you to consider too, is have a 1-hour meeting with yourself every single day to move the dial. Now, I have a chart actually very similar to this. I use this kind of matrix a lot of the time, and it's just a cross. Essentially, I focus on things in my business, 3 things a day, what saves me time, what makes me money. Okay. Because with low energy levels, that's where we need to focus. And when you're starting a business from scratch or a YouTube channel or any form of content creation, whether it be blogging or short form content, it's what saves you time, what makes you money. Me outsourcing my editing back in the day did not save me time. It created some time, okay? But because when the videos were coming back, it wasn't what I wanted. And it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then I had to manage people. So the business that I think you should create in 2026 and beyond, or that YouTube channel you want to create, is one steeped in integrity in a very, very simple process, which I'm going to give you now. If you've got any questions as we go, please drop them in the comments. If you're enjoying this, smash the like button, all that usual stuff. But it's not because it's not for me. It's so that we can share this with other people, because there'll be other people out there who need to see this, who will have the same questions as you. So what is this business and what does it look like? I always say you should come to YouTube with a business in mind and don't come to YouTube to be a YouTuber. So what is that thing, that integrity thing that you could turn into content and you could build a business around? If you've got your idea, let me know. If you haven't and you're like, Stephen, you've completely lost me. I know it's about permission. I know it's the best business to start. I know it needs to be steeped in integrity. It's really, really simple. Don't start a business yet. Come to YouTube or or any content platform that that you prefer, that you love. I love YouTube because it creates evergreen, it has an evergreen presence, and your videos and stuff can be found forever. And I am not the YouTube expert. I know how to build YouTube. I know how to build content for YouTube and leverage it. That's the thing. These are the things that people miss and they don't tell you. Okay. I'm not here to tell you how to beat the algorithm. I've got a video, or I had a video when I started. I had about 300 or 400 views, and it was making me more money than the videos that were making 10, 20,000 views. I've got one particular video which didn't make me any money as such, but it made people aware of me and is now just under 300,000 views. The video with 9,500 views was making me $12,000 a month. Now, if you want to know about that, then let me know in the comments. I'll make a video about it. But 9,000 views or over 250,000, and the smaller one makes the money. Yeah, this is what people don't tell you, because the smaller one over here was steeped in integrity and had a solution wrapped around it. So before we go any further and I give you the business model and the process and how to do that, okay, there are three things. I've made some notes down here. Three things I want to share with you. Stop saying sorry. Stop asking, should I? And thirdly is should, and then I don't know how am I going to produce this? Stop saying sorry. Stop asking, should I? And then the other one is, I want to start this. 3 S's. Or should I? It's another should I, isn't it, really? It's another should I. As you know, as you can see, I'm riffing it. There's no script today. The sorry piece is apologizing for the thing that you're doing, but maybe don't want to do because there's something over here that you love and is steeped in your integrity. The other should I is looking around you. You're just looking around you, seeing that other people are doing this thing and the gurus are saying, oh my God, you should start this business and be an influencer. I mean, that's shit still happens in 2026. I mean, I thought it died years ago. I hope people got sick of it, but clearly not. And then it's this start something else other than what you're doing. I got 4 questions to ask you. Okay. What do you love? What do you think you can give back to the world right now? Okay, what does it need from you? What type of thing would you like to be paid for? And what are you good at? Now, a way to encompass all of that into one thing is, what are the questions that people come to you about or ask you on a regular basis? Now, you might say, Stephen, people don't come to me for questions, or people don't ask me stuff. They do. They absolutely do. The way I started it was I started creating content for YouTube based on my knowledge, my skills, my wisdom, and my expertise. It was marketing. It was social media. It was particularly video content, because I believe that everyone on the planet has a message worth sharing. I'm the guy who's going to help them get that out across the world. And the simplest way to do it is make videos on this, asking frequently asked questions, get them out to the world, and then pay attention to the signals and the signs. The signals and the signs come back to you through the video. But what you've done is you've still started it with a business in mind. My business idea that I came with mind is I know just through whether you are into this or not, through downloads, the angels, through spirituality, through messages, just through signals that I've seen over time, that I am here with my skill set to help the world, you individuals out there, share your message on this planet. Because let's face, it's pretty fucked up right now. There's a lot of people doing bad shit, and we are people of kindness and honor and integrity, and we're heart centered. And you know what? We've got so much good in us, but we're being suppressed by all this noise and this rah rah. You don't have to do it like that. You can do it quietly and in your own way. You don't have to shout at the camera. Trust me, made that mistake. I've built through that, grown through that, and you don't need to. You can just sit here, flick it on, and go for it. There's so many people doing it well and doing it badly, but having a good outcome. So, what do you love? What can you give back to the world? How would you like to be paid? And literally, what are you good at? Ask your frequently asked questions. What are the questions that people come to you? And then look at the signals, look at the signs. People came to me around getting comfortable on camera and recording videos and all the bits that plug into that, social media platforms, the whole lot. So I started to make content around that. One video in particular, how to make videos in 2 minutes a day, started to pop off. That's the product, or that's the video that I turned into a product. Now, fortunately for me, back in my agency, social media agency called Big Daddy Digital, I had that product kind of loosely created, but I lent into the signal that had been given to me by the video, looked at the questions, and then repackaged that product into Courage Before Confidence, helping people get camera confident 2 minutes a day, over 30 days, 1 hour of their time. Because let's face it, if we're building an online business in 2026, or last year, or the year before, or 5 years before that, if we can't get on, smashing the place up now, if we can't get on here and feel comfortable and confident in what we say without a script, without any bullet points, just speaking from our hearts, having a framework to follow, if we can't do that, we're never going to sell a product. We're never going to stand out online for something. We're never going to be able to connect with our audience because people won't be able to watch you on video and say, you know what, I like this guy or I don't like this guy. Because we don't want to attract people that don't connect with us. We don't want to attract people that don't like us. Because you know what, having business relationships with people that we just don't connect with and don't align with, it's an absolute, it's just horrible. Horrible. And I've been in business now for 13 years. And I've had some of those relationships because when you start out, you think you've just got to grab all the opportunities. Do you know what? There's an opportunity in my inbox right now and it's worth thousands of dollars. And today I'm saying no to it because it doesn't feel right. It's not aligned. It will give me so much discomfort. And as I mentioned earlier with my health challenges, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. So what's the business? What's the business? Well, it's a real simple process. And it'll probably take us about 60 seconds to map this out. Firstly, create content. Create content around frequently asked questions, the things that you love, the things that people come to you about. Okay? Simple. Then look at consistently one video a week. If you're starting a new channel, I love the waterfall channel. 3 videos, one that links, they all link into one another. 3 videos all at the same time, all at the same day. I learned that from Nate Black. When I relaunched this channel, I did it and one of them popped off. That was the signal. And see how they go. Just put them out there and have some fun with it. Firstly, enjoy this process and then run in themes for the next 4 weeks. 4 weeks has a theme. So for me, it's online business. In January, it was starting your online business. In February, it's building your online business with video. It's all around my core theme, which is your online business, because I help people build a lifestyle business. So identify your theme. And then each month has a theme. Therefore, it makes it so much easier for you. Once you've created those first 12, 16, 20 videos, firstly, enjoy the process and don't chase the money. You know you've got your business idea in mind. Look at what pops off and lean into that. one of the ways in which I do it, and it's a core way, and so many people rubbish this idea. The gurus rubbish this because they want you to scale, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. Fuck off. Don't do that. Invest in people. Now, I apologize for my language because I'm British and I should. That's what we do. Um, but I like to speak to people. I invite every single one of you who's got this far in this video to come and jump on a discovery call with me. We'll fix a problem, the problem you've got right now, the most painful problem you've got, and we'll give you the steps to move you along, and you will not be sold to on that call. That is a beautiful way of doing it. Why? Because you get to understand humans. Humans are the algorithm. They're your audience. If you make content for humans rather than numbers and little things that the algorithms say, if you make it for humans' hearts, what happens is YouTube will find you more of those hearts. Okay? Let that wash over you for a minute. Oh my God, light bulb moment. Drop that mic. YouTube will find you more people like the people watching your video. It's in their best interests. This is not pseudoscience. You don't need to be a data analysis from NASA. YouTube have come out and they've told us this. So make content for those people. Answer their questions. Every time you make a video, go through the comments and see what questions are there. Invite people to put questions in the comments. So I invite you, what's your biggest challenge, your pain point right now around building your online business, starting your online business? Just put it in the comments. Most people don't read other people's comments. I read them all because that's where the data is. So I'm encouraging you to do that too. So you've created your first bunch of videos. They're going out. See which one is performing better. I was getting 100 views, 150 views, 20 views, 90 views, and then one video went to 400. That was the one I told you about earlier. Make content in 2 minutes a day. I used that as the signal. I built the product around that. I introduced it and I updated the links in the descriptions and my pinned comments, and that started to sell at $100 a hit. Okay. That then turned into selling 3 or 4 a day over time, and then turned into that, that cliched 6-figure business, 10 to 12K a month. But it's true and it happens and it's real. But so many people wrap it up in bollocks and bravado that you don't believe it. You're like, oh, yeah, whatever. And then it gets you disheartened and you just need a roadmap. So create content around the frequently asked questions. Invite people to a free call and don't sell to them. And then make more content around the common pain points that these people are telling you for YouTube. Use the comments as indicators to add either seasoning or emphasis or story or pain points or important, really important here, their language, not yours. Their language. Use their language, the words and phrases they use when it's a challenge or a pain. And I'd love to know yours. I will be kind with them. So please let me know in the comments. And I answer every first comment because why wouldn't I? That's what I do. It's how I've built a business through communication. So content, invite people to calls, further content or future content, identify the signal and create a standalone product. Okay. Or at least even before that, a little waiting list asking people if they'd like to see this thing when it's launched. If you get signups, that is a signal. That's the sign people are interested. It's exactly what I did again when I launched a new product, which is the Online Business Builder AI. Okay. And if you want to have a look at that, there'll be a link around here. You can go and have a look. You can see how it worked. But it helps you build those first 12 videos in literally 33 minutes and has an AI tool to help you script and craft them out and the offer that should go with those once you've got that signal. So, this stuff's there. But so you go from content, you go to speaking to people, you create further content, you identify the signal, and then you can create the product. Now, I like a standalone product which can sell by itself. And yes, I would have said 2 years ago, a micro course. Now I would say something different. And that's why people join the Heart Brand Creator Circle, the Heart Brand Blueprint, because they see that I'm living this path. So when things change, I give people the updates completely free of charge because you're in my community, you're hanging out with me. And I'm going to share that secret with you now as to what I believe should be your future product. And I'm going to take you through something I'm doing actually with my daughter right now. So this product is indicated from a signal well-performing video, lots of comments and engagement from your audience. It's like, okay, what product can I create? Well, the the Business Builder AI helps you do that process. But in a nutshell, and there'll be a link so you can have a look. But in a nutshell, we create some very simple product. Why am I doing that? Some very, very simple product. That's going to say short, small, easy to consume. My daughter, for example, is creating an ebook. Now, I know there'll be people saying in the comments, oh my God, ebooks are dead and this, that, and the other. They're not. We want something, especially if it's free, that we can scan across, take an action on, done. It's quick, it's nice, and it's easy. Now, if you want to upgrade that, you can literally jump on camera and you can do a walkthrough of that product. Okay. From there on, anything else will go into paid territory. What I like to do is this standalone product. So, say it's a playbook or an ebook, then we have a video walkthrough of that playbook or ebook. That's a higher level kind of free offer, if you will. Then if we're looking to paid over here, what I would then put with that is the exact steps to get the transformation, either it be an SOP, and I'd create an AI tool to do that. Now, if you're not very good or don't know or have never created an AI agent or maybe a GPT or something like that, that's what the Heartbrand AI Builder is. Then a very simple way of doing it is talking to ChatGPT, offload all your steps and your wisdom, upload the PDF ebook and maybe your SOP into it and ask it to create you a prompt. Okay. Really simple, low level. Ask it to create you the prompt that will give the viewer or the reader or the user the transformation that they seek from your lead magnet or from your video walkthrough. That way, you haven't got to make the AI if you don't know, but you can create the prompt. If you can create the AI, you know how to do that, and it's not a difficult process. You have to come and join the Blueprint or the Creator Circle to learn that, because that's where I teach it. Again, I'll pop some links around here for you. But if you can't and you don't know how to do the AI because it's a bigger video than this one, then at least use something like GPT or Claude or Gemini to help you create a prompt that can give people the action steps to get their transformation. That way, your product then becomes of a higher value. It comes with a tool. It's got some clout about it, rather than it just be another knowledge resource. Because let's face it, with the world of AI right now, knowledge is free at a bazillion times what it used to be, and it is easily accessible. Is where I was going with that. But what you'll find now is people aren't buying courses and coaching. They're buying the coach. They're buying the person, you, me, if you like. But if they can't have access to me, then giving them this feature with AI is a very, very good next best thing. So in the Creator Circle, in the Blueprint, we have oracles. They are GPTs built by me, with all of my IP, all of my intellectual property in each individual one. So for the awakening stage in the Heartbrand Blueprint, there is a whole one that's been trained and coached on the awakening phase. So your values, your ikigai, the love letter, the affirmation piece, the meditation piece, everything that's in there is trained on me. So if you can't get access to me, which is rare, then you can go straight into the AI and it'll answer that problem or solve that question, or I'll answer that question and solve that problem for you until you can get hold of me. In the Blueprint, I am there, present like this on camera every Tuesday, 40 weeks of the year, because I get you to book 12 weeks holiday a year before we even start. Because I'm building a business around and with my family, so I take the school holidays off. I encourage you to put holiday in there first as well, rather than business, because you'll burn out and then your family won't benefit from it and everyone will go sucky. So now we've got this digital product, but how can we turn all of that into monthly recurring revenue as well? Here's a bonus for you. Okay. The Heartbrand Creator Circle. I encourage you to model this process. Let me explain. There is an online community. I'll give you a link to the platform that I use. It's communi.com. There'll be a link down below. so you can have a look at the platform that we use. It's quite exclusive. It's Australian startup. They're very, very good. And it's not school, it's not Circle, and they don't take any of your fee, any your any fees from you. They don't charge you any of that. They're a nice, ethical, good online platform. Um, but we have a community. From there, we have some resources in the community. And then from in there, we have what we call an answer bank. So all those questions that you're answering for people who are booking discovery calls, they can go into the answer bank. When people join, you ask them, what's their biggest challenge, biggest pain point, and you make a video reply, you send it to them, and then you put that video in the answer bank. Over time, the answer bank grows, and it now turns into a library of assets and resources. Now, you could use some of those for future YouTube videos. So think about it. Okay, let's just look at this for a moment. Maybe I should have got the whiteboard out. Hang on, let's have a look. All right, let's have a look. No, let's have a look at the other side. There we go. Gonna leave all this in. You can see how rough and ready on one take this video is. But essentially, okay, what we're doing here is we're making videos on FAQs. Okay, we're inviting people to a call. Then we're making more videos. This is not even going to work, is it? Hang on. Then we're making more videos. And then from there, we make a product. Keep the process going. All of this stuff then goes into your community. And then you create an answer bank. And then you create a monthly subscription. And that's all you do. That's the business. That's the business I would start in 2026. It's steeped in integrity because it comes from your knowledge, your wisdom, your skills and expertise. It's coming from honest questions by humans. You're having a real connection with people and every call. I mean, I've had 3 or 4 this week. Where are we? Sorry, last week, because it's Monday that I'm recording this. 3 or 4 last week. And I literally have a video that I've created from each one of them. And I have about another 5 or 10 from each individual question that all links, but I've made a core video from each one. You'll never run out of content ever, ever again. Ever. Just let that sink in for a minute. You'll never run out of content, and you'll always have the basis of a business which will serve you for the rest of time, because those people are going to come to you with those questions. Make YouTube videos on them. Put those videos on LinkedIn to build your brand. Put those videos over on Facebook to build your brand. Take clips from them and put them on TikTok and Instagram if you wish, or YouTube Shorts. But right now, focus on a platform like YouTube, which is evergreen. Answer frequently asked questions. Invite people onto a call. Do you know what the great thing is as well? Let me just share this with you. Once you've created that standalone product and you've had these people on a call, the best thing that I ever did was this. When I invited them to the call and said, I will never sell to you, I identified if they were a fit for the program that I was creating. That program was based around all of the pains and is now called the Heart Brand Blueprint, that all of those people that were on the calls or messaging me, all of the pain points built the program. Okay, we analyzed the data and we built the program based around their pain points. If I'd have built it my way, I'd have built it maybe the wrong way. I built it for them and built it the way they needed, and therefore it was the right way round. The great thing here is, though, when I reached out to these people again and said, look, you jumped on a call with me 3 months ago, and I said that I believed you would be a fit for the blueprint, and you asked if and when it was ready, that I drop you a message. This is that message. This is that, I'm seeing if you'd like to jump on a call. Okay. I did about 80 or 90 calls, discovery calls originally. 40-something people came back. I did 41 calls, okay? 41 calls in 9 days. 40 of those people joined the blueprint, launch 1, cohort 1, December 2024, okay? And then all future people and the results and me running it for 4 cohorts, 1 a quarter, ended up now being the market and the catalyst for its growth. You can do it too. And I'm here to help you and hold your hand if you want to. This was kind of a tea with Steve type video where it shows you that you can build a business of integrity around the things you know, you love, the world needs, and you can be paid for. And a real simple way to get that started. Frequently asked questions. I mean, I'm breaking every YouTube rule now because I'm just repeating myself, I'm sure. Frequently asked questions into your content, invite people to calls, deepen down on the pain points, get into the feeling of it, and then invite them to your membership where you can answer more for them, show up for them. We have some resources like the Video Velocity Express program, Personal Brand Playbook, and we're now about to put in there the Video Lab. And the Video Lab is literally how to make videos from start to finish to put out on places like YouTube. So if you want to learn about that, just put Video Lab in the comments. I've left it till the end because it's you people who watch to the end are the serious ones and want to get into this and maybe like hanging out with me too. I would love for you to just take one action step today. Don't burn the boats. I'm sick of that shit. Okay. Don't burn the boats. Do it alongside your day job like I did. Okay. You've got 3 or 4 hours in the evening. Just take one of those hours and take an action step each day. Anyway, take care. Much love. Big Daddy out. YouTube says you should watch this one next.